The Donnelly Group Circuit of Ireland 2012 takes place on the 6th and 7th of April, round 3 of the Intercontinental Rally Challenge, and I'm speaking to Bobby Willis, the event director. Hiya, Bobby.
Hello, Trevor.
You're very welcome to West Limerick 102.
Thank you so much.
Bobby, it's an amazing, of course, to be round of the Intercontinental Rally Challenge. Tell me all about it. How did it come about?
Well, the Circuit of Ireland Rally has been running for many, many years, over 80 years now. And I think it fell into some fairly hard times, like many businesses over the years. And I was involved with it. I've been involved fairly loosely for a number of years, but took it over as a sort of project to try and bring it round again. And luckily, we've been able to expand it and make it bigger. And we've been chasing IRC more or less since I took it over in 2009. And Scotland Rally unfortunately lost their sponsorship, so the Eurosport stroke IRC were looking for a new rally based in these islands, and basically asked us if we'd be interested to do it. And that's sort of the short answer. And obviously since late October, when we were told about it, it's been a lot of work for a lot of us to try and make sure that it's up to the right standard.
Indeed, you've also been a background rally to the IRC as well, haven't you? And you've been upholding that as well.
Yes, in 2010 we were an IRC supporter event, which is really a way of getting a foot in the door to the IRC. So yes, I mean that was very successful, and it really put a new brand on the Circuit of Ireland that we were ready to sort of play with the big boys.
Indeed, and amazing story indeed, and I'm looking forward to the event myself. But of course, without the sponsors, Bobby, it wouldn't all be possible.
Yeah, well, we've been very, very lucky, and obviously the more publicity we've had over the years, well, I wouldn't say easier it is to get sponsorship, but the event is now really on the map as a big event, and without a doubt, you know, Donnelly Group have stayed with us for another year, and they're looking at it certainly as a 3-year sort of contract, which is really wonderful to have such a big company as that. But obviously the tourism authorities, both Tourism Ireland and NITB, have been fantastic in their support, and obviously genuinely wanting to have another big event that we're having certainly in the north, along and around the Titanic idea. But there's always the same with the councils. Armagh, Lisbon and Belfast have all bitten into it, and Triton Showers have stayed on again. But UTV Drive have been with us from the start, and I shouldn't go on about all those people, but there's been an immense amount of support from sponsors this year.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget, with everything being put together, it's been a long time happening, hasn't it, Bobby? You know, because a lot of work goes into these, and that is one thing a lot of people don't see behind the scenes. Yeah,
I mean, everybody seems to say to me recently, "Oh, Bobby, you've done a great job," but I'm regularly saying that it's absolutely not just Bobby. You know, there's a great big team of us, and on the actual days of the rally, the Friday and Saturday, there'll be sort of 600 people involved in actually running this event. All of them volunteers, like myself, and really, you know, that's something that I think needs to be spoken up and spoken to people, so that they realize just how much effort it takes to bring an event of this nature to come to our shores. So, yeah, absolutely. A lot of work.
It'll be brilliant as well to see some of the Irish drivers taking part in the event and competing against the top class IRC drivers. That's going to be amazing to see the likes of Craig Breen, Alistair Fisher and all those taking part.
Absolutely, and I mean it will be great because of course Craig Breen has grown up and lived with these conditions, as have all the Irish drivers. So the Irish tarmac is very specific and very unusual for the normal IRC contenders to drive on. And it was only yesterday I was speaking to Chris Meek, who's obviously won in 2009 the IRC Championship, and he was saying very clearly that the tarmac in normal European places is smooth, billiard ball type roads, billiard table type roads, which are not like our normal Irish bumpy, jumpy, slippery tarmac and things like that. So I genuinely think that Craig and a number of our leading Irish young guns are going to do really super things on this rally, and I would love to see them up at the top of the leaderboard at the end of it.
And the format for the event, Bobby, it's going to kick off with a Titanic super special stage around the docks, where the famous Titanic ship was built.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the Titanic Festival up here in Northern Ireland is going to be very big, and we're actually kicking off that festival on the Good Friday. We're the first of what they call the Tier 1 events, which are being backed by the tourist boards. We are starting at 4 o'clock at this ceremonial start at the Belfast City Hall, which will be great because we're right in the centre of the the second biggest city in the island of Ireland. So obviously there'll be a lot of people there waiting and being involved to the rally. And then we'll have at 5 o'clock the first two special stages taking place just yards away from where the Titanic was actually built, which is going to be very, very exciting. We've had an incredible amount of people trying to find out about the tickets, which are going on sale next week. But it's a proper event, and of course with this we've had so much of a sort of seal of approval from our main politicians up here, and the Tourism Ireland have backed it incredibly, you know.
And as you said, the Friday will be the big day with the festival kicking off everything, and the ceremony will start in Belfast. Then you've got the super special, and then you've got more stages then that will run into the dark.
Absolutely. One thing I wanted to say to you is that there's a lot, you know, we have our new Titanic Belfast building, this £90 million project that's going to be open just days before the rally starts. So I know there's an awful lot of people coming to see that and tie in with the rally. But yes, as you were saying, the stages they'll be running from up to sort of 6 o'clock. They start around Dungannon area, and then we go into service at quarter to 8, I believe, and then go back out when it gets dark to do those two stages again, which is going to be really exciting. There's going to be something in the region of 50 kilometers of stages. So much of it in the darkness. It's going to be really, really super, and it is a joy to behold those spotlights and the noises and the cars in the calm of the night. And we tried it a couple of years ago, and it's massively, massively exciting.
Again, centralised servicing will be in Armagh, and that'll be for both days. And on day 2, you will see a further 6 stages.
Absolutely. We're actually we're running the stages twice, so we're getting plenty of mileage on the stages. It's about 250 odd kilometres, the rally, of competitive stuff, and yes, based in the Armagh City Hotel like it's been last year, and it works very well because there's plenty of space, and the drivers can meet the general public. And this is so important that we realise and bring rallying to the public. It's pretty well my number one ambition is to make rallying available to people. So it's great. People will be able to come and see the drivers, talk to the drivers, not only in Armagh, but also in the Titanic area, and indeed in Lisbon. We have this power stage on the Saturday afternoon, which is really, really a great opportunity to meet the drivers and see the cars at close quarters.
Your website again, Bobby, that's one that everybody can look up?
Absolutely. It's the same old www.circuitofIreland.net, and everything will be coming on there over the next couple of days, programs, all that sort of thing, that you could be able to purchase the programs early and get them through, and it will have all the information, and obviously Facebook is also being another good way of keeping up to what's happening. But there's no doubt that this rally is going to be an absolutely cracking event this year. And you know, I'm looking forward to seeing all the friends and the crowds who've supported the rally over the years. And you know, it's back to the good old times of bigger and better than ever before. You know, and also obviously with Eurosport showing it on television, it's going to be absolutely massive. I mean, they had 79 million people watching the IRC over the last years. You know, I think that's per year sort of figures. This is a lot. Right across Australia, Asia, America, they're all watching this. So it's a really special thing, and it's just fabulous to believe that all these thousands of people are going to come over to Ireland and enjoy Easter here. All the motorsport fans around the world are going to come and watch it. It's just super.
Yes, looking forward to it myself, Bobby, because have met you at Rally Ypres in 2011, which is an amazing event. It's ran in the city of Ypres, and it's exactly the way the Circuit of Ireland is going to be ran, and ran in around, of course, starting off in Belfast, but then it will be hosted for the service pack for Armagh for the 2 days. So indeed, it'll be much the same as Ypres Rally for 2011, and amazing as well, and to be round 3 of the 2012 Intercontinental Rally Challenge. Bobby Willis, again, I'd like to thank you for talking to me here on West Limerick 102, and we'll be looking forward to heading up to the Donnelly Group Circuit of Ireland Rally on the 6th and 7th of April.
That's absolutely super, Trevor, and thanks very much for your phone call.
Thanks a lot, Bobby.